Hey guys, how's it going? So in this one we're going to be taking a look at the wolf pack changes. It's more than just visual with the TLC patch, they've actually changed the mechanics of it and the way that it works in general. So I'm not going to get into it too much, I'm going to hand you over to Professor Spartan for the details. But yeah, it's actually quite interesting and I actually quite like it, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Mr. Spartan, over to you, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Bigface. Now, there are a couple of changes that have happened to the wolves. There is no alpha wolf so much anymore. However, only the leader can trigger the howl buff, which we will come to shortly. Post TLC, as a standard, all wolves get a small pack buff at any time they are in a pack. Now do note that the numbers that are shown in this graph, they are arbitrary, and it's the percentages that matter. The numbers, they just help articulate the theory. The buff comes in the form of a 5% increase to damage over the baseline damage for every additional pack member to the maximum pack size, which is 4. Defense-wise, wolves actually receive roughly 3.5% more damage for each pack member, so there is a trade-off. You do more damage, but you also receive more. Now, let's cover what happens when the howl buff is enabled. This is a 90-second buff with a 3-minute cooldown, so 90 seconds after it expires you can use it again, and this raises the attack and defense of each pack member rather substantially. We found that the howl grants, for the first pack member, a 50% increase to attack over the baseline, and then there's an additional 7% for each additional pack member up to that maximum of 4. As for defense, the first pack member means a 25% reduction to incoming damage. However, for each member beyond this, up to the +4, damage increases by around 2.8%, so that reduces the initial defense buff somewhat. Again, this applies to all wolves, regardless of their pack status, so do keep that in mind. All in all, wolves are still best kept in packs, and the non-alpha pack members are now able to spend 50% of their combat time doing alpha level damage, at the cost of the alpha doing less potential damage over the course of a long drawn out fight.
Okay, so thank you for that, Professor Spartan. Very informative. I do appreciate you taking the time to do that, mate. Thank you very much. The only other thing I can think to add is if you cast your eyes to the top right of the screen as you're howling, it will let you know the duration left and the cooldown remaining, so that if there is the possibility to hold off on engaging in a fight, you can see how long you have to wait, etc. But yeah, other than that, that pretty much covers it. So thank you very much for watching, and we hope to catch you in the next one.